I think it was a game that my mom let me get for a good report card or something. I don't blame my mom for getting it for me, you know. She didn't know. I do remember, though, booting up the game and seeing the title screen. And the next thing I remember, my sister found me in the corner of the room, sobbing uncontrollably.
Okay, guys, I'm just gonna come clean with you, okay? The video you're about to watch is probably gonna entice you to want to play this, alright? And it's just not worth it. It really isn't.
As a culture, we often invoke the need to hide oneself following a frightening encounter, so afraid of what you just saw that you couldn't help but escape to somewhere safe and dark. But how many of you have actually done this? I have.
Even after all these years, I still refuse to play this game. The way I look at it is, why play something that will cause me so much distress and discomfort? I can tolerate a lot of horror games, but there are certain lines that I just won't cross, and this is one of them.
I haven't had a good night's rest in so long, pretty much ever since I played that damn game.
And so we popped it in and started playing together, and I cannot imagine a worse game to play at that age. Like, even to this day, I go back and I can't watch it. I shit myself damn near.
You know how you play the scary maze game in the computer lab with you and your boys? Well, it's like that, but far, far worse, alright?
I don't know if I blacked out or why I can't remember anything else, but it was a lot.
I will never forget the utter and chasmous fear this game left me with, because I still feel the need to hide. Do you remember the scariest horror game you've ever played? How did it make you feel? Did chills run down your spine? Did you get tunnel vision? Maybe you felt sick. Maybe you even lost sleep over it. Well, what if I told you there was a game that was so horrifying, you'd never sleep again? A game more claustrophobic than the cold metal corridors of Alien Isolation. Fear more paralyzing than amnesia or even PT, with monsters more horrifying than anything you'll find in Outlast, The Evil Within, Dead Space, Resident Evil, or Silent Hill. This is a game that takes fear to its most primal form, stabbing a paralyzing ice-cold dagger of shock and panic, filling every inch of your body with raw, unfettered terror. And it's a specific terror that stayed with me for decades, through many sleepless nights, through innumerable restless nightmares. And perhaps the most unusual aspect of this horror is that it comes from a game that's rated E for everyone. It was released in the year 2002 for Microsoft's brand new Xbox, the Sony PlayStation 2, and the Nintendo GameCube. But one of those definitely stands out as a bit odd. Why would good old family-friendly Nintendo allow such a disturbing game to be released on their platform? Well, it may come as a surprise, but it was a mistake. A big mistake. And with any such mistake, it begins with a simple act of carelessness. Months prior to the game's release, Nintendo issued a public announcement, reassuring parents that such a game would never be allowed on their console, where it could corrupt and disturb the minds of children worldwide.
We are aware of the game's graphic, disturbing, and quite frankly, vile content. We have also been made aware of the ESRB's baffling decision to assign the game an E rating, a decision that Nintendo is vehemently against. We want parents to be aware of this issue and hear us crystal clear when we say that such a game will never appear on the Nintendo GameCube or any other Nintendo console.
Although this stance seemed very firm, there was indeed a GameCube port of the game that had been in development for months. All it would need was Nintendo's approval. And through multiple phone calls and a few perfectly timed shots of Hennessy, that approval would ultimately and unfortunately be given.
Office. Hey, this is how's it going? Oh, hey, what's going on? Not a lot. Just wanted to ask you a question, man. Yeah, sure. What's going on? So, it was weird. I was down in the warehouse, and I'm looking at our pallets that are getting shipped off today at 12 o'clock. And I notice that the game we talked about is on the pallets. What? In our warehouse? Yeah. How the discs are burned. I don't know how that. No. That doesn't make sense. Someone must have made a mistake. Yeah. Do you know who that might have been? No, I don't know. That's weird. That's really weird that you don't know because, I'm looking at the paperwork and right under approval it says, look, I'm up to my eyeballs here. Maybe we can have this conversation later. I think we need to have it now because these go out at 12. And if a kid f***ing looks at this game, they're gonna be traumatized for the rest of your life. It's not like this is my fault. It says here, under approval, it says okay, that's a mistake. I didn't do that. How do you f***ing mistakenly write your signature? It was they called. And what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say to them? You're supposed to not f***ing approve. I'm alone in the office. Seems to think it's fine. Why is it such a big f***ing deal? Because, dude, this game has f***ing in it. I don't know who coded this. I don't know who did the art design for this game. Rated it. It's got in it. We can't show this to f***ing kids. It's not. Kids can take a lot of shit today. You see the stuff they put on the This has real videos of people f***ing on it. No, we can't f***ing show kids this. You're such a bullshitter. You're such a bullshitter. It's whatever. They call me, like, when everyone's leaving the office and I've had a few drinks, so what? Like, I can't do it at home. You're drinking in the office? So what if I want a few f***ing hours to myself just to enjoy a nice cool drink, and those f***ers call me and expect me to be able to be like, oh, we're going to defend. I can't defend myself. I'm pissed drunk. You shouldn't be f***ing approving games while you're drunk in the office. You shouldn't be f***ing doing this in confidence. I told this because you're supposed to be my friend. And you're supposed to not judge me for this f***ing I don't care what the f***ing see. I don't care. I don't give a f***. Miyamoto and f***ing Satoru Iwata can go f*** themselves. I don't give a shit. This is your job.
Mistakes were made, livelihoods torn apart, an entire industry on the verge of disaster. With not nearly enough time to stop the key from turning, we find ourselves on the night of May 28th, 2002, mere hours from the game's release. Gamers in droves camped outside of the electronics stores. Retailers stayed open late, with lines wrapped around the buildings and down city blocks. Lines that were filled with die-hard fans of horror games, as well as unsuspecting parents who unknowingly were about to change their children's lives forever. This is one of those moments that would leave the world in a forever altered state, splitting the timeline of video game history into two eras. a peaceful and joyous time before, and the dark and terrible future that would follow. On May 29th, 2002, the world would receive the most horrifying video game of our time.
The game you are about to watch, to hear, to experience is a nightmare.
You heard of Resident Evil? It's a baby game.
It's a game dense with traumatism, anguish, and unrestricted terror.
Alan Wake? More like Alan can't keep me awake.
From the darkest depths of the medium, it rises, dripping with tainted, fearful thoughts that rob the mind of any semblance of comfort and logic.
Piglet's big game? That's pretty scary.
It can't be considered a horror game, for it goes far beyond that, walking briskly into realms that we should never occupy.
There was a rental in October of 2002, and it changed my life. I'm still haunted to this day.
But in this place, in this moment, this game exists.
I really tried to warn you. I tried to paint a picture of the irreparable damage this game inflicts upon the human mind. But perhaps no amount or combination of words could have ever prepared you for the horror you now bear witness to. This is Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights. We all know Scooby-Doo and his friends from their classic mystery adventures, like when they discovered real zombies and killed 2 women just because they were furries, or when Shaggy almost had sex with an alien, or when they hung out with Mr. Bean on Spooky Island, or when they teamed up with Batman, or John Cena, Simon Cowell, or Kiss, or that one time that they made me feel really, really weird in a way that I couldn't explain until my elementary school told me what puberty was. But something sinister has transpired. This is not the Mystery Inc. you remember, but a warped and twisted mirror image of these once lovable meddling kids and their fucking dog. Through what I can only surmise to be dark magic performed by the devil-worshipping sickos at the game's developer Heavy Iron, Shaggy, Velma, Daphne, and Fred have been transformed from this into this. Scooby looks fine though, they did a decent job with him. All of the gang's period-accurate actors returned to reprise their roles, a decision I'm sure they later came to regret. Most of them ignored my emails when I asked them about their experiences working on Night of 100 Frights. But I was able to get an interview with the man who portrayed the game's title character, Scooby-Doo himself, and his account of events is truly haunting. This is all neglecting to mention perhaps the most important piece of the puzzle, the game itself. Let's talk gameplay. Unlike other horror games like Alien Isolation, Amnesia, or even the newest Resident Evil, where you're pursued by a single fright, this game tells you from the moment you begin, from the moment you pick up the box, that you will be up against 100 frights. I know this is Night of 100 Frights, but I think 100 might be a few frights too many, if I'm being honest. This will not be a game for the faint of heart. Our journey begins out in the howling cold, on the doorstep of the Mystic Manor, a derelict mansion that looks to have been abandoned for years. Until tonight. I watch the windows for any movement, hoping that it's all just my nerves, hoping that it's all in my head, until my worst fears are realized. I turn to run, but then something happens that makes my heart drop. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, you will never be alone. The souls of the damned follow your every move. The voices, the cursed spirits of the dead, who laugh at your every pitiful attempt at survival.
Buried treasure!
I tried my best to be brave. I tried to steel myself and really give this game a chance. But in the end, like most people, I could not finish Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. Even after I put 3 agonizing hours into the game, a near insurmountable task that I'm sure has never been done before, it has irreversibly damaged my psyche. It has scarred my mind and my very soul. I will never be the same again. Don't believe me? Here's just a taste of the paralyzing fear this game contains.
Oh God, that legitimately scared me.
What happened?
I got fucking jump scared by the Scooby-Doo game.
Really?
But there's still the game's soundtrack to contend with. Composed by Todd Dennis, Howard Olyate, and this guy whose name I've never heard before in my entire life, this is one of the most effective horror soundtracks I have ever heard. A truly haunting score. One that leaves you frozen in fear. And the thing that sets this soundtrack apart as something truly bone-chilling is that a lot of these tracks have lyrics.
What is this music, man? Run! The music! What the fuck is this, man? Rolling! Sucks. Fucking Black Knight's gonna fucking kill you. It's still playing the music. This sucks, man.
Aside from Night of 100 Frights' catastrophic effects on the human psyche, it is also a technological anomaly. Despite releasing in the very early 2000s, the water rendering here is near photorealistic with actual fluid simulation. Mice and spiders have animations so lifelike that I thought they might crawl out of my TV and give me a little kiss.
This game is fucking stupid.
And then there's this headless ghost who walks around so realistically, almost like an actual decapitated person would on a Live Leak video, flailing his arms with such visceral believability because they actually cut the mocap actor's head off to get that. It's very true to real life. When asked about the game, John Linneman of Digital Foundry was quoted as saying, "I don't know how the fuck they did this. I really have no fucking earthly idea. I'm so terrified and want to look away, but I can't. Please play Crisis when it comes out 5 years from now."
No, that actually fucking got me. God damn it.
Before playing Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights, I didn't think it was possible for a video game to be cursed. But I have seen things that I just cannot explain.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
At first, I tried to play the PS2 version, but the game completely killed the disc drive. So I moved on to the Xbox version. But every time I entered the mansion, it would start up Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball instead. Another very scary horror game. So then I turned to the GameCube version. But after about 10 minutes, it flipped my GameCube inside out. I don't even know how that's possible. So finally, I tried emulating the game on PC, which made my recording software constantly freeze and prompt me with error messages that I have never seen before. What the hell? Why did it just stopped? What the hell is this?
It just stopped recording out of nowhere and was like, "Oh, you fucking idiot."
I hate when my fucking computer software just pops up a dialogue box. Oh, you fucking idiot.
You fucking idiot. That's what it said. Oh, you fucking idiot. It's still making me laugh.
I hate when a dialogue box opens on my computer and it tells me, "Oh, you fucking idiot."
Oh, you fucking idiot. Oh, you fucking idiot. Oh, you fucking idiot.
Idiot.
So the more I think about it, the funnier it gets.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
Human beings are curious creatures. So often we put ourselves on the edge of danger, staring death in the eyes, simply for the thrill of it all. Not unlike Mystery Incorporated, we cannot resist the allure of a chilling mystery. It's a bit of an oxymoron, contradictory that we enjoy the rush of adrenaline that fear provides. But in reality, those monsters we chase are not always men in masks. The deepest and most raw fear that we must accept. There are things in this world we were never meant to understand, places we were never meant to go, and horrors that our eyes were never meant to see. And one of the most ghastly, unspeakable, and nightmarish things that we share this dangerous and unpredictable world with is just that in all but name. It is Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights. Thank you for taking the time to laugh with me, and I hope you had a happy Halloween.